Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag video, and this is the fall favorites tag. This is the tag that Jaclyn Hill created for fall. So I will be doing that, and I will just be answering the questions off my phone. So yeah, we're just going to get started. So the first one is, what is your favorite candle? So I don't actually care for like the fall scented candles, like your classic like pumpkin, cinnamon, baked goods kind of candles. I've just never been drawn to them. It's not my kind of scents. I like sweeter, tropical kind of scents. So I've just never felt the need to like order them or buy them like during the fall time. But I did actually just put in an order for a bunch of fall candles. I've been watching this tag video a lot because it is going around pretty quickly around the internet, and everyone seems to be mentioning like the same kinds of scents, you know, like certain scents from Bath & Body Works and stuff that are all like repetitive. I've seen them a lot. So I did order a few fall scented candles that are out of my comfort zone, but I'm hoping since everyone else on YouTube seems to like them that I will too. But for now, I'm going to mention the couple that I personally like that's more fall than my other ones, if that makes sense. Okay, so I have two that I've been burning around my house like a lot recently, so I'm just going to mention these two. And this first one is from Bath & Body Works, and it is Honeysuckle Bouquet. And this one, show you, it's like half done, but whatever. This one I like, and I feel like it's more fall appropriate than my other ones because it is like a deeper kind of floral smell. It says it is the scent of early spring contained in a bouquet of sweet honeysuckle and pink peony with a touch of creamy vanilla. I just like it because it's really, it's a, like, you can't go wrong with this no matter what time of the year it is, just because it's a very clean, light floral smell, and I really like it, and I've been burning it a lot, and I know it's not like fall, but it is my favorite, and it is fall right now. So, and then the next one is Big Island Bamboo, and like I said, I am drawn to the tropical scents, but this one is more, it's more woodsy in a tropical sense, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's more, it's called Big Island Bamboo for a reason because it is more earthy and tree smelling. It's not like your classic pine or anything, but that isn't the sense I go for, so this is the closest thing that it gets to pine for me. And I really like this. I've been burning it, and it makes my house smell warm and cozy, and that's it. Can't type in my password to save my life. Favorite lip color. I should have actually known that. Okay, I'm doing my favorite three lipsticks because I couldn't pick one. So my first favorite that has been my favorite for last fall and this fall as well is 1995 by Gerard Cosmetics, and I wore this I wore this color last year from probably like September to like March or April, like the whole time. Like this has, like, you can tell I used the crap out of this, look at that. But anyway, this is definitely one of my favorite everyday fall lip colors for sure. It's very wearable, and it goes with any look in my opinion. And it's just this like really nice brown toned dusty rose almost. But it's really beautiful. I really like it. Definitely one of my favorites overall lipsticks. Yeah. And then my second favorite one I just used in a tutorial, which I will be posting probably after this, actually, not before it. But this is Grunge by ColourPop, and I believe they just released this with their new fall collection, unless they had it last year too. I don't know. I don't know when they released it. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it is one of from their fall collection. I know that much. And this is such a nice dark color. This is really, really similar to 1995, but deeper. So it's got the same like brown and red tones in it. And it's very, very beautiful if you want a classic like deep red brown lip. I really like it. I've really, really been liking the brown tones lately. They're really great. And then my last favorite one for fall is Pitch. And this is from ColourPop as well. This is actually the one I have on my lips right now. This color is so awesome. It's just brown. I mean, it's like straight up just a dark brown. And I love it. Like I said, I've been loving the browns, and I think this is a gorgeous color. And it's very, very complimentary to more looks and more outfits and more types of things than you'd really think with like a brown lipstick. Like I never would have picked this out last year, but this year I'm loving it. Favorite drink. Alright, so my favorite drink for fall. So I'm a coffee drinker year round. I mean, I live in Alaska, so it doesn't get that like hot in the winter. It'll get like 70 or 80. But I drink coffee no matter what the weather is. Whenever I was in Arizona, I drink coffee all the time. I like coffee. That's it. So as far as like specialty drinks go, I'm not too into the like pumpkin spice stuff, and the peppermint I don't like, and I don't know, all the like classic fall drinks I'm not that into. Like I said, like with the candles, it's just not what I'm drawn to. But the thing that I have been really loving is a chai tea latte. And that's really weird for me because if I like ask someone at Starbucks to make me a normal chai tea, it's like way too spiced for me, and I don't care for that. I'm not a huge like cinnamony person. But whenever it's like in latte form, you know, it tastes like a light chai whipped cream just like in a drink. It's so awesome because it's just the perfect amount of spice and warmth and like goodness, and it's just very appropriate for this time of year, and I love it. Other than that, I always get a white mocha, just to put that out there. Favorite blush. Alright, so my favorite fall blush is NARS Sin, and it looks like this. I don't know if you can even like, okay, there you go. It's just a really deep like plum. I don't know why I keep itching my ear. It just like itches. Hold on. This is just like a really deep plum kind of blush. I'm actually wearing it right now, but I put it on very, very lightly. And I'll just put it a little on my finger. Can you see that? It's just a really deep kind of plum blush. That's the only way I can explain it. And I really, really like this as kind of, if I put it like right here to further define like where my contour is, it like adds life to your cheeks, but it's not like a blush that you just put like right on the apples. It's like, well, at least for me it's not, because my skin tone is so light that this is way too dark as just a normal blush. So I have to kind of work with it and play with it, and at first I didn't like it because I didn't know how to really apply that dark of blush, but I love putting it like right in this area and just blending it out really, really well, and it's gorgeous. Next question. Alright, favorite clothing item. So my favorite fall clothing item is, it's not like something like crazy fashionable, so just bear with me, but are just oversized sweaters, like the big like cozy knit sweaters. I love them. Like I love them all year round, to be honest. I love just throwing on a big sweater and being like warm and cozy feeling. But especially for fall and winter, I love the big, huge, cozy sweaters. It's like a blanket for your shirt. It's so awesome. This one is really thick. This is one of my favorites, and this is from the brand Izod, I-Z-O-D. And I got this actually from Goodwill for like $6, but it's so cozy and so nice for fall, so nice to just throw on and go. I love them. I have way too many. Alright, and then my second like fall item, I guess this is more of an accessory, but I just love big scarves as well. I mean, I live in Alaska, so I am always cold. That's just me. Not everyone in Alaska is always cold, I swear. But like even in the summertime when it's like 80 degrees outside, I'll be inside next to the heater because I'm always freezing. But yeah, so especially like in the fall and winter time, I love putting on a huge sweater and like a big scarf, and it makes me just feel like I'm in bed almost, like, but not, you know what I mean? It's really awesome. Love it. What's the next question? It's so exciting. Favorite fall movie? Hocus Pocus. I think everyone that I've seen has said that. Like every favorites video that I watched has said Hocus Pocus. I'm not even joking. But it's a good one, a very, very good one, and it's a classic, and I really like it. I'm not too into like scary movies or like thrillers, but that one is just so great because it's funny and it's cute and I like it. And me and Andrew just watched it the other night, actually. Okay. Favorite fall TV show. So, I'm not a huge TV watcher or even movie watcher for that matter. Like, I have to really want to watch a movie or have already seen a movie that I know is good in order to like sit down and calmly watch it without getting up and leaving 5 times to like do something to distract myself. I'm really bad at watching TV and movies. But I always have friends on. That's a given. And for fall specifically, I guess, I would say American Horror Story for sure. Just because, you know, it's kind of spooky, but it's really good and it's just good. It's really good. And also, I don't know, I know like people were saying movies that come out in fall, and I don't know when Orange is the New Black, their like 4th season comes out, but I'm definitely jumping on that train when it does because we started it and that sucked me in and I really, really like it. So, Orange is the New Black and American Horror Story. Favorite Thanksgiving food? All of it? I don't know. I mean, I like doing it like where I like have a roll. Rolls are really great. Rolls are probably right up there with the rest of it. I really love rolls, and I love like dipping it in my mashed potatoes and gravy and like smashing it all together with like a piece of turkey and just like, and then like throw some corn in there, you know what I mean? I like it all. I can't pick a favorite. Probably rolls are definitely my favorite because you can eat them like for days on end. Okay, favorite Halloween costume. So, my favorite, okay, I haven't dressed up like a super lot to where I'm like, oh, this one. And I just know exactly what costume. But I have a story about one Halloween that I actually like dressed up, but I think the reason that it's like my favorite is because of what I did, so I'll explain it. So I ended up wearing, like, this is kind of irrelevant to the story, but since this is like favorite Halloween costume, I'll just tell you that and then tell you like what I did to make this like my favorite Halloween. But it was like probably like 3 or 4 in the afternoon that I threw together this costume, and then that night went out trick-or-treating and stuff. But it was a few years ago, and I had this like dress that was like a bodycon kind of style dress, and it was camo, and then it had like gold like spikes on the shoulders, and I thought it was like the coolest thing. But yeah, I don't have that anymore, so don't worry. But no, anyway, I had this dress and I was like, oh, I have that dress, like I'll just be an army chick, like whatever. Okay, so I put that on, borrowed some like fishnet tights from my friend, put those on, and then I just had like little like wedge booties, just like black little booties, and put those on, and then put some like black like paint, you know, because I thought it was cool. And that's what I wore for Halloween. Anyway, so that night, backstory. Okay, so in my town, like, it's like kind of a tradition, I guess, for all of like high schoolers to kind of like team up and like steal everyone in town's pumpkins off their porch. Like, we like sneak around all sneaky. Everyone knows about it, but we like are all sneaky about it, you know, and like go in people's yards and like steal their pumpkins. And then instead of like destroying them or like burning them or whatever you do with stolen pumpkins, we put them like kind of displayed like all in one spot, like outside of the school. Generally it's the school, like 98% of the time it's outside of our school. But so everyone like goes and steals pumpkins, and if you don't like want your pumpkin stolen, you don't put it outside. So I was like, I like looked forward to this for a long time, like stealing pumpkins. Like, oh my god, like in high school I could steal pumpkins, what? Anyway, so it was pretty cool. But anyway, so we dressed up and went trick-or-treating. It was me and this one group, and then there was like a couple other like groups going around that was gonna do the same thing. But so we went trick-or-treating, did our thing, and then at like a certain time we started stealing pumpkins like later that night. And then so we stole as many pumpkins as we could steal, and it's like, you know, you go to someone's house, they don't have a pumpkin, oh darn, someone already got them, let's go somewhere else. Okay, whatever. So we stole all the pumpkins we could, and then we all met in front of like this grocery store that's like in the middle of our town. And we were like, oh, like we always put, like everyone always puts them at the school, so we're gonna put them here to be different. So like all of the groups came together. There was like probably like 5 groups, and they all came together with their cars and like put the pumpkins out on display, whatever. So then I've never told anyone this, by the way, like me and my friend made a pact never to tell anyone. So you guys are like, whatever. And if anyone watches this that got really pissed off by what I'm about to like explain next, then I'm sorry. Anyway, so we were like bored in her car, and it was like later that night, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we're still dressed up. Picture this, okay? It was snowing. It was snowing, freezing. We're still dressed up. We're in her car like all warm, you know? We're like, oh, what do you want to do? So we ended up coming up with a brilliant plan to steal the pumpkins that were already stolen and just move them. So we're like, it was like cold, like really, really cold, like snowing and cold. And I was in this little tiny dress and heels, and we were like, my friend's car is small. Like, it's not like a big like hatchback kind of like Suburban. It's like a small little car with like an itty bitty trunk and no space. So us in our little tiny costumes, we went and we took like all of these trips with these pumpkins to her car. I don't know how many there, I'm gonna see, I want to say like probably 100 freaking pumpkins. And hold on, I'm gonna ask her how many she thinks there were so I can give you a legit like answer. Hey, you remember whenever we stole pumpkins from the stolen pumpkin spot? How many do you think there were? So, yeah, there were like, probably like 70 or 80 pumpkins. That was what we just decided on. So, there were probably like 70 or 80 pumpkins, and they were big, like pumpkin size. They were like, alright, they're big and frozen, and it was snowing, and we were in like dresses, and her car was like super small. So we were like taking these pumpkins, some were heavy by the way, just putting that up there. So we were taking these pumpkins, and like, this is the front of the building, right? Where all the pumpkins are. And then we would park on the very far side of the building and take them all around to her car because we didn't want anyone to see us. Like if they drove by, they could like see that we're like taking these pumpkins out, and they could see her car and whatever. So we hid the car kind of on the side of the building because it was dark out anyway. So, and then we took all the pumpkins, and we made like 4 or 5 trips of like freezing our asses off. Like we would like put all the pumpkins in the car, warm up really quick, drive over to the school, because we ended up putting them at the school because it's like the whole point of like moving them was just for people to be like driving by and be like, where in the fuck are the pumpkins, you know what I mean? So, and that happened by the way. Okay, so anyway, we ended up moving them all. It was like freezing, like we were like frozen by the end of it. We were like, couldn't even like function. And so then we were like, yeah, we stole them all. No one caught us. So anyway, then the next day, or like the next week actually, we were like at school and everyone was like, oh my god, like, who would steal the pumpkins? Like, who would ever steal the pumpkins? And like, why would they move them? And why would someone do that? And blah, blah, blah. It was like this big deal. So everyone was like pissed and people were like freaking out. I mean, no one like was like super angry, but all the high schoolers that were like, you know, kind of bitchy. I remember like a couple people in particular like complaining, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't understand, like who the hell would do that, like and it was me. But yeah, so we did that and that was really fun because no one knew it was us and we were just like a bunch of assholes in secret. It wasn't even that big of a deal, like we weren't even like rude to do it. It was just funny because people like make such a big deal out of such small things. It was just hilarious. And like I said, if anyone's watching this that was like legitimately irritated about that situation, what are you gonna do? So anyway, that is all for my fall favorites tag. I know it's probably like a million years long, but I had a lot of fun doing it and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you like this video, then give me a thumbs up down below. Or if you want to see more videos like it, comment and maybe tag me in some things. And let me know what your fall favorites are. So anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.